far as it's like kind of a revenge action movie, but there's this just kind of underlying sadness through the whole thing.
For a while, I thought there was going to be a little bit of a plot twist because they early on there's a wonderful scene where the bald man and then several of the cult members are in a van and they stop, and that's when they summon the demons or whoever.
Well, no, Bill Duke explains that they're just bikers that had bad LSD and it fucked up their brains forever.
So they wear costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they summon them and he gives them a jar and he drinks it, which we later find out is some kind of hallucinogenic drug.
Yes.
And then they're like, we want more. They say something and they're like, sacrifice the fat kid.
Yeah.
When they kill Mandy and she's in like a bag, and so I thought it might have been a switcheroo. And might not have been her in the bag. It might have been another cult member. Because why not show the horror of her being killed?
Yeah.
Why conceal it in the bag? And that's what I thought. Oh, maybe she's still alive, and maybe there's going to be some kind of twist at the end, something. And then no, he just offs them one at a time.
It's pretty straightforward. I will say, it would have been nice to have one sort of kink in the story at some point.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty straightforward. He has like they deviate a little bit where he goes to visit the guy that makes the acid, and that's like kind of the only break from murdering people. So some sort of little twist along the way. It's not a completely story-driven movie, but
you could say thin on plot.
Yeah, which is fine. But some little kink along the way, I think, would have helped it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the hard question now is: do you recommend Mandy?
Absolutely. I mean, you already summed it up in that it's a 5-star movie or it's a 1-star movie.
Yes.
It's not for if you don't like kind of very slowly paced movies that are more kind of hypnotic, and if you're just waiting for the next story beat, like no.
Right.
But I think the people that watch us are into movies and want to see creative, different things, and it doesn't get much better than this as far as I'm concerned.
If you're a fan of cinema, as I always say.
Yeah.
Don't recommend it to Grandma. Grandma's not gonna like this.
It's a revenge picture, like the westerns,
like John Wayne getting back at the engines. No, Grandma. It's a little different. This is really for cinephiles, people that like weird things, like you. But I'm like a hybrid. I'm a person that likes a good story. And I like my characters grounded in reality. It's not Mom's Night Out. Although Panos has been tapped to direct Mom's Night Out too.
Oh no!
You exceed the cosmic darkness.
Well, Mike, what else did we see this week? Something that's equally as artistically ambitious.
Oh, yeah.
Not Tag.
The Predator.
Although Panos Cosmatos is also tagged to tag the Tag remake.
He is. They're remaking
They're
Tag.
remaking it already. That was so poorly worded, really what it is.
Oh, we saw The Predator.
Right, we have a word.
Let me guess. He's done something crazy.
Remember RoboCop 2014? Remember Total Recall 2012? Remember The Terminator, Salvation, and Genesis? Oh, that was just an unrelated sentence. It has nothing to do with what follows. It's time for the soft/hard reboot of Predator called, get ready, The Predator! We thought we were in good hands with Shane Black behind the wheel, but it turns out he was drunk. Also, the car had no steering wheel or brakes. In the sequel/reboot, predators are coming and going to Earth with the mission of not being predators. Remember the Predator? So, Jay, what did you think of the Predator? I mean, Predator. Predator.
Oh, are we talking about that actor that got cut out of the movie?
No, I just misspoke. I said Predator.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It just came out funny. So did this movie.
Little known fact, this is a technological breakthrough. It's a new technique being used in movies, which is that this entire film was edited with a weed whacker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with some positives. It won't take long.
Okay.
it tried to be different from the other Predator movies.
Yes.
Getting higher pitched as I talk.
That is a positive as far as rebooting of the series, I guess. Trying to create, I don't know, our cinematic universe is still a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they keep trying to be a thing. The only one that hasn't failed horribly has been Marvel. But
Yeah, that's true. I think everyone's failed at it.
every single one.
And
I know the Conjuring movies. I guess those did pretty well.
Yeah.
Conjuring universe.
Star Wars is stumbling, but it's trying. But then this has a sequel lead in, so clearly they're trying to reboot the Predator idea. But it wasn't special ops guys in the jungle.
No, it wasn't Predators, the Robert Rodriguez produced movie.
That was a good movie.
It was, but
I like that movie.
Well, that movie captures the spirit of the original Predator, certainly more than this one does. This movie's a farce. But that's like a hard case of soft reboot, that Predators movie, because it is a bunch of people wandering around the jungle fighting Predators. There's a little twist that they're on a different planet, but still feels very much like the same type of movie.
Yeah, I suppose that would be.
So, and I like Predators too, but this one, at least it's trying to go in a different direction. So it's trying to do 5 different Predator plots in one movie. It feels like 5 different movies, but there's things like the first Predator that crash lands and they've got him like tied down in that science research facility and he breaks out, and like just seeing it casually walk around the hallways of this place and start killing people is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Even though when you find out why he's on Earth, it makes absolutely no sense because he's trying to save us.
Oh, he's here to save us from global warming.
He's here to save us from the predators that want to wipe us out because of global warming.
I don't even know where to
It's a fucking
start
mess.
here. Well, this is written and directed by Shane Black.
Shane Black and Fred Decker, who they pulled out of a closet
Fred
and dusted him
Decker.
off. He hasn't done anything in 25 years.
And he worked on Star Trek Enterprise, James.
That was, I think, the last thing he did. He directed, with Shane Black, he wrote Monster Squad and directed Monster Squad way back when. Childhood favorite of mine. But then he also wrote and directed Night of the Creeps, which I love.
Wait a minute. I'm thinking about something. Do you think these two old school guys looked at the landscape of movies today and said, wow, the most shitty things make tons of money? Jurassic Worlds, Transformers. Do you think they said, since they're funny guys, do you think they said, let's write the worst script we can, make the messiest, most terrible movie, and see if it gets to $1 billion worldwide?
Like, just as a joke amongst themselves?
Yes, that's the only answer.
I think...
That's the only answer.
I don't
because
know.
this movie, I said after we watched it, I said it was the worst thing I've ever seen. And I know they say that a lot, but I may have meant it this time.
It's not that bad, but it's a mess. And I guess you apparently weren't familiar. They did reshoots.
I didn't.
Which isn't a big deal. Like, every big movie has reshoots now, and they always say, like, reshoots, is the movie in trouble, blah, blah, blah. But this is the case where I think, the movie was in trouble, so they did reshoots, and they made it worse.
What did they reshoot, do you know?
I don't know exactly. I know the third act in the original version had, there was a revelation that there was, in Area 52, we had predators that are like good guy predators. They're like our allies.
Okay.
Because there's like some behind the scenes photos of like our ragtag team in like a tank with predators on it. And so we team up with the predators to stop mutant predator. And so the studio said, you can't do that. Instead, have them run around the woods and we'll cut it so quick that you can't tell what the fuck is happening.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah.
They at some point they said we haven't had people being hunted in the woods.
Yeah.
And that's what people know.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they just, oh, that was such a clusterfuck.
It's so, well, okay, spoilers. Yeah, we have our group of like PTSD vets that are heroes through the whole movie, and then we get to the scene in the woods at the end, and just one after the other, they all get killed. Like, just all of a sudden.
Because that's what happened in the first Predator.
Did you even know? I had to look it up online afterwards because I wasn't sure if this is what happened or not. Did you realize that Sterling K. Brown died in that scene? It happened so quick.
No.
He apparently, well, I wasn't sure if it happened or not, so I looked it up afterwards to find out, because he's got, the Predator cannon on his shoulder.
Oh, yeah, turned and shot himself in the head.
It happened so fast.
Right.
But yeah, he turns and then he, I guess, shoots his head off.
I wonder if they cut it down, it was too gory or something. But yeah, Jacob Tremblay earlier on is like,